Welcome. I'm Zen Lemon, and you're watching the Sales Training for Beginners series. Yesterday, I covered Mixmax. And today, you know what? Mixmax responded to me. It is so awesome to see brands responding to evangelists such as myself, because when you build an army of evangelists, guess what? You are exponentially increasing your reach. I really like that about Mixmax, and because of that, I'm going to do something special today and continue to demonstrate Mixmax free features part 2. But first, let me share my screen. I just saw this and it was from Mixmax and it was motivating. You're a star, purple heart. Let's go. Thank you so much for doing an amazing demo of our free features. Mixmax, if you are watching this, you are most welcome, and thank you so much for responding. Today, because you have motivated me, I am going to make a part 2 of this demonstration on how to use Mixmax for sales professionals. Let's go. Use case number 1, the mirroring technique. Notice how I got an email saying, "Look, Zen, we got the green light. What do you do next?" Easy. Click on the autoresponder and then \GIF. A module of GIFs or GIFs will pop up. Simply choose your GIF and voila! That was a use case where a prospect is ready to sign up because we got the green light from finance. Now, what happens if you get an objection and the prospect says, "Hey, you know what, Zen? We actually don't want to use Mixmax because our team members, they prefer to use Salesloft." What do you do in this situation? Let me show you. The first thing is to set up your competitor objection handling battle cards. So I'm going to give you some examples again, and we are going to set up battle cards. And to do that, we need to work templates. And if you have not yet watched a video on templates, make sure you watch yesterday's show. Click here. So the use case is, what if the prospect says, "Zen, we are not ready to sign up because our team members wants to use Salesloft instead of Mixmax." So here I'm going to use Salesloft versus Mixmax title. This is creating a new template. And then I'm going to say, of course, in the title, Salesloft, right? Like Salesloft advantages. Never talk shit about a competitor. It is just not good. Just tell the truth. And to do that, I love creating templates. And so, first thing I'm going to do, okay, competitive intel. Well, who has competitive intel? The best folks to tell you competitive intel are current clients, current customers. They are the ones who will tell you the truth. And so to get that information, we are going to G2 Crowd. This is another tool on how to use G2 Crowd. So let's get right to it. So G2 Crowd. And then we're going to type in Salesloft. One way to combat how to overcome objections is to look at customer reviews, because these are real experiences and you can't make this up. You just can't make this up. There's no way. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at the negative review. 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4. Let's start with those. And then once I do that, I am going to look at some of the folks here. And these are just examples, right? Like you can use this for so many things, but I'm just going to go down the list. So first review. Okay, well, this is a competitive intel. Okay, not a big deal. So I'm just going to take this first review right there. And I'm going to take the second review, and without doing too much, I'm just going to take 3. Most importantly, you should definitely give positive reviews too. So this is where we go into the positive things about Salesloft. So I'm going to click on 5 star. And in fact, you know what I'll do is I'll say something like this. because you and I both know I love videos. So instead, I'm just going to take the video. I'm actually going to be right there so you could see me. All right, so the next step is we are creating the templates, and guess what? I'm just going to take all those screenshots that I just created. All right, there we go. Ta-da! And ta-da! And also, I'm going to clean it up. The first thing we're going to do is type in hi, first name, right? Always use personalization with placeholders, and then say thanks for the intel. Always be grateful. And then say something like the reason why I am reaching out is I would like to share some customer testimonies by Salesloft customers. Share video. And then we're going to do a control K. Right. In addition, I've curated potential risks for you to vet. The thing is, you don't want to claim that they have bad customer service or things like that, because a lot of these reviews, it could also be outdated. And so it's very important to let them know that we also curated this information, but it could also be out of date, because of course, every company is doing their best work to do their best job. And I am pretty sure that most of these reviews are outdated. And so the client has to make their own judgment. This is just something to look out for. That's why you're sending this information. Okay. So we have our reviews, and then that is pretty much it. The next thing is call to action. I would love to hop on a call to show you the difference, right, between Salesloft and Mixmax. So again, with that call to action, always add your CTA, call to action, CTA, and then we'll say Mixmax versus Salesloft discussion. And then you will give them a close-ended question for tomorrow are you going to meet tomorrow? Yes or no? There you go. Back to the yes or no, so that you have a very specific next step. We've saved it. Everything looks good. All right. Okay, it's getting dark, but we've covered how to create a template to overcome objections. So essentially what we're doing is we're creating a template that serves as a battle card whenever you get objections. Let's take a look. What happens when you get an objection that states, hey, Zen, we're not ready to sign up because my teammates prefer Salesloft over Mixmax? And my response usually is, that is great intel. Thank you so much for sharing it with me. Let me show you the difference between Salesloft and Mixmax using Mixmax template as a battle card. And so to do that, create the template, exactly what I just shared with you, and then reply. And then you're going to hit semicolon, and then we're going to say Salesloft. There you go. So you literally responded to, hey, prospect, hey, Mr. Prospect, thanks so much. The reason I'm reaching out is I want to share this video customer testimonial from Salesloft customers, because customers know best. The customers know best. And then you definitely want to share, in addition, I curated potential risk, because we're not presumptuous. A lot of the information online can get outdated pretty fast, and you want to show them how to vet these companies properly. And one way to vet the risk is by hopping on a call so that they know exactly how to evaluate based on those risks. Let's cover that. The first would be email tracking, right? So the first is email tracking. It's good, but it falls short. So what that means is I'm going to hop on a call with Salesloft. Of course, if you're the salesperson, you're going to teach the prospect, hey, you should hop on a call with Salesloft and ask them to demonstrate the email tracking if it does fall short or not. And it is totally up to you to make that judgment whether it is sufficient, it meets your requirement or not. Another way to teach your prospect properly is if you are sharing a review that essentially says, look, they have terrible customer service, but this customer service review was written on April 29, 2021. You're not just going to say, hey, they have terrible customer service, because that is inaccurate. To be more accurate, instead, what you should say is, hey, Mr. Prospect, there is a review that was written on April 29. It could be outdated because I'm sure 100% Salesloft saw this review, and I'm sure that they have improved their customer service. And so what I would recommend is for you to submit a few tickets to test and prove whether their customer service is up to your level. The reason why is if they are giving you subpar customer service at the prospect level, chances are their customer service might get worse when you become a paying customer. Again, that is an assumption and you have to test it. Do not take my word for it. I'm just telling you what to look out for. Deal? Deal. And then when you send it, just like that, they will receive an email, and the email will show them, wow, what a nice response. That is how you overcome objections using Mixmax free templates as battle cards. If you like this content, hit the like button. If you want to get notified, you should hit subscribe. And until next time, keep on learning, everybody. Let me know what you want me to demo. Peace.